You know what gets me? You know what gets me? Bitcoin, if you look at this chart, Bitcoin is up since last January, like right now, 137% Bitcoin. And actually, if you go to the all-time high, almost 180%. Cardano just ran up within a matter of weeks, 300%. XRP, almost 500% in the matter of weeks. And we're surprised that we're consolidating, that we're dipping in a bull market, the beginning of a bull market? No way. That's what gets me, everybody. I have a lot to talk about, a lot of charts to look at. I want to look at Bitcoin charts, obviously, altcoin market cap, altcoins. I want to look at Ethereum, ADA, XRP. I want to look at kind of meme coins in this environment right now. If you're out there in the live stream, hit the subscribe, hit that like on the way in. Your support means a lot to me as we kick things off. And let's just jump into it. And if you're a replay viewer, by the way, please just hit the timestamps if you want to skip around the video. So just saw this. I thought this was just a nice headline just to start with. Nothing crazy. I'm not gonna like keep talking about it. But Trump, 7 days, first pro crypto administration across the board. There is so much happening right now as we start this year. Trump's treasury pick, Scott Bessent, disclosed owning up to $500,000 worth of Bitcoin ETF. I'm not going to say it's a guarantee that we get this Bitcoin US reserve. And we talk about that, right? Like, man, imagine this US Bitcoin reserve. This would be ridiculous. It'd be so. Let's just say that happened. There's other stuff, I think, that's going to happen that are insanely bullish narratives for crypto. What's the tax code going to look like with crypto? I'm telling you, I think Donald Trump has so many bulls in his ear that America is going to be just next level bullish when it comes to crypto. So I don't even think we understand the magnitude of this new era that we're entering. And this is why I've been putting this content out there lately when it comes to the Bitcoin weekly chart and kind of just these upside targets, these catalysts. That's why I did this recalibration chart, and I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just saying, I just think we're entering a new era. In regards to what's going on right now, bears getting confidence. We see that. Meme coins down 50%. Normal. Fear increasing. Oversold indicators being hit. Smart money not selling. Now, this is a proper bull market dip. This is just, this is just my thought. This is my experience in crypto. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Mike Alford put it very nicely. You can probably just go to sleep and wake up in a week and you wouldn't even realize there had been any volatility whatsoever, because this is kind of how it seems, right? When we're in these moments of dips, I do these live streams, and it's the same when we're in moments of just bull runs. It seems like, oh man, we are in it. The bulls are in control. And the same thing is when the bears are stepping in, and it's like people just get this sense that the bears are in control. Either way, MicroStrategy acquired 2,530 BTC for $243 million at $95,972 per Bitcoin. Smart money is either holding or buying. I want to mention this, then we're going to look at Bitcoin charts, and then we're going to look at all the altcoin charts and just really just dig into the volatility of it all. And if you're out there, if you're new in the live stream, please smash that like button as we get this puppy going, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for being here, dude. I'm always like, I wonder if he's here, because these live streams get out of control sometimes. All right, so I'm just, I don't know, everybody. If you're out there right now, you're watching this live stream, I'm just genuinely curious. Is something wrong with me? If you're bullish right now, like even with, there's definitely a lot of red candles. There's huge dip happening. Like it's prolonged. We want to bounce out of it. But I'm like increasingly bullish. I'm like, my bullish fuel tank is like filling up even more right now. Am I crazy? I just want to ask you. Let me know in the comments if you're a replay viewer. Let me know in the live stream. Am I crazy, or are you picking up what I'm putting down? I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm crazy. I really do. So US dollar currency index, here's the deal. And we've been talking a lot about this. Around this time, 2 cycles ago, and this is what's just insane, the beginning of the bull market for Bitcoin and crypto, Trump was coming into office, as you know, saying the dollar was too strong. And this is how it played out. The chart topped out, right, during the beginning of his term. And that's the bull market right there. This is the dollar falling. This is the bull market starting for risk on assets like Bitcoin. And now here we are. Interest rates too high, says Trump. So we've been talking about this. I'm not going to really talk too much about it, but I'm just waiting for the dollar to top out. And I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. Maybe we break this trend line and then we see kind of a fake breakout and we come back down. Maybe, I don't know what this is going to, I don't know how this is going to play out. There are so many factors. Literally nobody has any idea how this is going to play out. But I will say this. As we start 2025, this crypto bull year, as many people are thinking, especially the OGs that have been in crypto over the years, have studied cycles. We're at the beginning of something I think is very special and bullish. I want to just make a mention of this. I would way rather, right now, as we are in this moment with Trump coming into office, I would way rather the dollar have just made this move on the weekly chart. Do you see this? This is exactly what we want to see. Oh, it just entered overbought on the weekly charts. And I'd way rather have a move like that happening than, Trump is about to start, everybody's still bullish, but we're here, right? The dollar's been falling and it's looking like it's ready to bounce. I'd way rather an environment where the dollar's looking like it's getting ready to fall. And yes, it can keep cruising to the upside. We're going to monitor, and it could be very volatile, right? For January. We've talked nonstop about this, January being just a painful month. So we'll continue tracking that. But at the end of the day, everybody, and we're going to look at this on the Bitcoin analysis, on the Bitcoin charts, the technical analysis of it. At the end of the day, every way in which the market is moving right now is normal and I think is bullish. So before we dive into the charts, like individually Bitcoin and, we're going to look at ADA, Ethereum, XRP, DOG, talk about some meme coins, see what you all are watching out there. Before we even do any of that, I just want to bring attention to this, to play into that thoughts of a launch pad forming. It's what's in the thumbnail. And I know I need to go to the thesaurus and look up new words for launch pad, but it's just the best way to put it. And that's why I put it in the thumbnail. What we're seeing right now, I believe, is a launch pad forming for 2025. So I saw this post, altcoin cup and handle pattern. If alts dip further, it's unlikely to last forever. The ultimate opportunity could arise during a retest of the prior resistance line. So before we talk about altcoins, I did want to bring that up as we pivot to Bitcoin, because he's monitoring this multi-year cup and handle, and he's just looking at a throwback, right? We talk about throwbacks all of the time on this YouTube channel. And so it's exactly what I've been talking about for Bitcoin, the potential for a throwback. And even still, is no guarantee that we're going to get the throwback, but he has the altcoin market cap throwback on his cup and handle, and Bitcoin has its own throwback on its inverse head and shoulders pattern. So if you look at Bitcoin breaking this neckline back in November, this is not even that long ago, the throwback area. We've talked about this. Higher 70s, $80,000 region has been in play. And we're about to look at the Bitcoin daily chart. I think even the next 8 hours or so are kind of interesting for the short-term price action for Bitcoin to see if this move even happens. So that move is in play. It's been in play no matter what the narrative is, whether it's bullish, whether it's bearish, whatever. This is just a pattern throwback. But if we start digging into the charts now, here's Bitcoin on the daily. So what's really interesting is we're dipping. Bitcoin, you can see, fell actually below $90,000. And this could be the beginning of capitulation, right? If Bitcoin really starts falling towards that inverse head and shoulders throwback area, the $80,000, higher 70s, altcoins are going to be capitulating. I think, and this isn't financial advice, I'm not telling anybody what you should do, but I was just texting a buddy of mine. If we fall into that capitulation zone, I will probably be deploying some capital. And that's just me, because I think this is the launch pad for an insanely bullish 2025. I deployed some capital last week just because I think the prices are so good when we zoom out. We're in the moment right now. It's red candles. There's fear. There's negativity. But at the end of the day, if you could just snap your fingers and we're in March and we're in this brand new season of the bull market and we're like, man, do you remember that red January, the first beginning of January? And now we're just so bullish. Bitcoin's an all-time high again. Altcoins are approaching all. Like this thing can shift so fast, and that's what bull markets are made of. It's that like you go from absolute fear to all-time highs like that. This is what bull markets are made of historically. This is always how it's been. So everything that's happening right now is exactly what has happened in previous cycles, especially in bull cycles. But interestingly enough, even on the short term, how will this daily candle close for Bitcoin, right? And now that I think we're at a critical area of this consolidation. All the consolidation that we got after the breakout, right? Just a lot of volatility, just not even the best structure. But how's this play out? You know, what's Bitcoin going to do? We're going to start falling away from this kind of trend line, or are we going to get a bounce, right? And then we have the 20-day crossing below the 50. This starts shifting. Are the Bitcoin bulls just going to like step in even towards the second half of January as Trump is inaugurated and just start saying, hey, let's do this. Let's retest all-time highs. Or are we going to get this capitulation? If we get this fall to the downside, a continuation to the downside, I just want to make mention, maybe we get a little bit of a next move down, right? Next couple of days, the pain gets worse, $85,000 or $86,000. But then we're getting a throwback or a pullback. And then we're testing this trend line. This is something we should be aware of just in case it happens. But we fall, we pull back to test the trend line. We're back above 90. People are bullish. And then really the real final move to the downside kind of starts, right? And then we're really starting to hit that target, that inverse head and shoulders target. And January just ends up being brutal. Even the beginning of February is just like, what is going on? The bull market is over. And then there's peak fear. There's peak capitulation. Smart money has held, and smart money will probably be buying that dip. And then it's continuation into the bull market. Now, if you go back, and I really want to point this out because we're on the daily chart. Even last cycle, there were big dips, big volatility. But technically, there has been so much similarity on these charts in comparison to the 2017 bull run. And what actually makes that kind of cool is we've actually made some comparison when it comes to the US dollar, right? And this is a bull run that we have Trump coming into play. And 2 cycles ago in 2017 bull run, we had Trump coming into play. But this Trump is different. This Trump is a pro-Bitcoin Trump, a pro-crypto Trump. We have a pro-administration Trump. We have so much bullishness this time. So kind of cool to see. Not only do we have the technical similarities to 2017 price action, but we have Trump in play, and he's a bullish Trump. But what I wanted to point out to you was 2 cycles ago, and just imagine, I know there's bears watching the video. They're like, dude, crypto's done. Crypto's done. Well, this dude's crazy. Here's the deal. I am sure there were the same types of bears. Maybe not those exact people, but 2017, Bitcoin dipping 38%. That's it. It's over, right? It was fun while it lasted, broke all-time high, and then boom, Bitcoin dipped 38%. Even actually right after altcoin season, right? Here's January. Trump being inaugurated. 35% dip back then, right before his inauguration. Here's a 34% dip. There's that 38% dip, a 41% dip, a 30% dip. Do you understand? That was a bull market, and it just kept going higher. And a lot of retail getting shaken out. And I can tell the exact people that are going to miss out on the bull cycle ahead, the bull run ahead. I can see them in the comments. I can see them in the live stream when I do these live streams. By the way, everybody, please smash that like button if you're out there. We got 3,000 peeps, 178 likes. This guy is always bullish. And I want to speak to that. That is, I get this comment all the time. Like, I'm a hopium, a content creator. I'm always bullish. But I just have a question for you, please. And I would love to just do a live stream where I get these comments and I get the actual person and we can just talk. I want to talk to these people. If I was bullish back here, because I was doing videos, go watch them. Bottom of the bear market. Is there something wrong with that? Because guess what? I'm a macro investor, and right now, Bitcoin's not at $3,600. Bitcoin is at $92,000. And I don't say this in like an overconfident or like disrespectful way. I'm not trying to gloat, but wasn't that the right decision to be bullish on the macro? I'm a macro investor, and I know so many people out there are, but how can you look down or talk negatively about people that are bullish on crypto right now? It doesn't make any sense to me. So I was bullish back then. I was bullish here. I was bullish here, even at the top of the bull market. I was bullish here as we're falling into the bear market and FTX is failing and Celsius is failing and crypto's done and going to zero. I was bullish at the bottom. I was bullish right here. And I'm still bullish right here. What's wrong with that? Please explain that to me. I just get those comments all the time. Been watching your videos since 2021. I appreciate you. Almost perfect analysis. I am far from perfect in every way, my friend. I am far from perfect in every way, but I definitely appreciate that comment, man. I really do. They would talk trash if you went bearish with every dip. That's my thing. Thanks for saying that, because like, I think when we're dipping like we are right now, right? So here's the daily chart. That's all the way back there in 2017. Look at all those normal dips in the bull market. But like, when we're dipping like this, here's Bitcoin. And yeah, this is how bad it could get. It is what it is. Embrace it. That's what I'm doing. I'm hanging out. I'm doing what I need to do to prepare. But I just feel like when we dip especially, I need to be even more bullish, right? Like if I'm a macro-minded investor and I'm putting out this macro thesis that is bullish, when we're dipping, I feel like I need to stick to my guns even more, and even to my content. Like I need to be true to what I'm saying. I can't like see it start falling and be like, oh man, maybe we should consider the bear market is starting. Why do I need to do that? Like I say all the time, crypto could go to zero. Don't, anticipate every scenario. Expect nothing, anticipate everything. That means anticipate that a bear market does start out of nowhere. But I'm not going to sit here being very bullish on Bitcoin and crypto and just start talking bearish just because we're dipping, when it's a very normal dip. And if you even look at this, right? Look, this is not even so far. It doesn't even look like a dip. I mean, there's our targets to the downside. It has been in play. I think I've been talking about that target around $80,000 since like a month ago, right? But right now, the dip that is happening on Bitcoin is so not even dippish looking, if that makes sense. Because look, we were just breaking this area. We were just breaking, everybody's bullish. Now we're falling to the downside. And interestingly enough, if you look at this, if you're going to be cautious, it would actually be when we were breaking through this area back here in November. Because look, there's bearish divergence on the daily, right? And now we've cooled down so much on the momentum oscillator. Now is not the time. Yes, there can be more downside, but now is way not the time to be bearish, in my opinion. If you're going to be bearish, it would have been back here. Like, man, we're about to top out. That would be a very smart call, right? Yeah, we went higher, and then we topped out. Now we're consolidating. Let's talk about altcoins. I want to talk about altcoins. I just looked at this. This is the Titan of Crypto post, cup and handle, talking about if there's a further dip, the throwback. Again, if you weren't here just minutes ago, I just talked about inverse head and shoulders on Bitcoin. Potential throwback in play that we've been talking about. So nice looking from a technical analysis aspect. Now here we are with that total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we're gonna dive into just looking at just altcoins. We're gonna look at multiple different altcoins. But this chart, really cool looking. This is a monthly chart. Now, man, I just realized this. The 20-month moving average just crossing above the 50-month moving average, that green above the blue. That move just starting. Look in a bull market, that separation between the two. We don't even have that separation yet. 2 months of consolidation so far. Still 18 days, 8 hours of this current monthly candle, but look at these red candles right now, hovering around all-time high from last cycle. I put Launchpad. It's cliche. I put it in the thumbnail. It's probably not going to help the algorithms, but it is what it is. That's what I think this is. This is a Launchpad for the most bullish bull market 2025 pro crypto administration. Now, I want to say this. If we look at the momentum oscillators on this chart, here's what's really cool. Last cycle, if you look at the total crypto market cap chart, you see this quicker moving stock RSI kind of making that move to the upside and then just hanging out there for quite some time. We're just entering that overbought type of area on the stock RSI. It's a quicker moving momentum oscillator, so you have to be careful just using that singularly, but it's a very nice hint of what is to come. And then we look at the RSI. Look at what this chart did last cycle in terms of the bull cycle. Look at that RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, way more reliable. We've not even entered really overbought. We had a bit of resistance so far at overbought. We've not even made that move, right? And it's not going to look exactly like last cycle. But all I'm saying is, if you look at all of these charts, we've not even entered overbought as far as momentum goes on the monthly. And we're just now getting the separation of these moving averages on this chart. So like he's saying in that post over here, maybe there's a throwback, right, to that trend line. If we go to the total crypto market cap chart, and maybe we go lower, 800 billion, right? We're at 930 billion. People will be panicking even more. But that will be a very normal, just as Bitcoin's normal throwback, a very normal throwback to a trend line. This is years. This is a monthly chart, years of redistribution and reaccumulation. You can't sit here and convince me that after all of that, all the weak hands selling, strong hands, accumulating, and even this little bit of kind of midterm redistribution, after all of that, like this was it. This was the bull market. That was it. You can't sit here and tell me that. I'm not, at the end of the day, maybe you're right. And maybe this chart just absolutely falls, right? 50%. Maybe it does. I will sit here. I'll do a video. I will say, I'll literally just put in the title, I was wrong. Okay. But you can't sit here and convince me that this was the bull market with what we have going on right now and what is happening globally when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, and what is happening in America when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto. Just can't convince me of that. Check in the comments. Hope y'all are doing good out there. Why do people say I promise stuff, man? I'm going to look at dog charts. You promise us $1 per dog. You're crazy, man. I never said that. I love you, man. I love you guys. Even the negative comments, I really do. I love you guys. Didn't say dollar. I didn't promise $1 dog. Now, I did say in this 2025 bull market, we can see $1 dog. It is realistic. But if you think you're going to get like 100+% gains in 1 month, or I'm sorry, 100x plus, 100x plus in a month, that's not what I'm here talking about. Caesar, you're crazy. Promising a $10 Cardano. Crazy, man. I know, man. Like I'm literally just like you guys. I'm sitting here I'm just in front of a camera live looking at charts, wondering all of the same thing you guys are wondering. I'm not like I'm not in control of these markets. I can't promise anything. The only thing I can promise is I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know. I just know what I think is going to happen. I'm just sharing that with you. It's my opinion. These altcoin versus Bitcoin patterns have never been like this before. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. I agree that we've never seen the setups that we're seeing right now. I've never seen before. But for me, the way that my perspective is, it is very bullish. I don't know in the context in what you're saying that, if you're saying that's bad or not, I'm not sure. But for me, it's like, man, there's no money left, Dan. Global liquidity on the uptrend, everybody. How are you expecting the pump? All right, let's look at some altcoins. We got Germany in the house. Thanks, Germany, for being here. So here we go. Let's look at some altcoins. Again, everybody, this is oh, and by the way, in terms of the altcoin market cap chart that we're looking at right now, you know, I just said you can't sit here, you can't convince me that we're entering a bear market, the bull market is over. By the way, can you just imagine this? Like, that was the bull market. I can't get over that. That was it. There was our bull market. I can't imagine it. But look at the contrast of time frame. Here's the last bull market, right? Here is Bitcoin dominance falling last cycle. Here it is falling this cycle. The fact that we have this consolidation happening at the very beginning of this, this is so good. This is such a good thing. I think this could set up for an even more strong looking bull market than we had last cycle. But point being, if you measure from Bitcoin dominance starting to fall to the end of the bull market, 304 days. And if you measure where we are right now, we are 61 days. Maybe we get 30 more days of red, right? But still leaves hundreds of days left of bull market if we get a similar repeat of last cycle. We have to live through the consolidations. We have to live through the dips. Again, in case you weren't on the live stream just minutes ago, this is Bitcoin in 2017 dipping many times, 30% plus, 40%. Look at that, a 41% dip there. Have to get used to it. Ethereum, I continue to start my altcoin analysis with this chart because here we are. And really, there's no difference. I was probably saying the same thing back here, right? This nice little red candle. I'm sure a couple of weeks ago or a green candle. You see that green candle on Ethereum? I'm sure a couple of weeks ago, you see this nice little move. I was probably doing a bullish live stream. Everybody's feeling all good and happy because we had this green candle, but probably saying the same exact thing, which is to say, look, Ethereum has not even broken the spring 2024 swing high. Ethereum is still in this multi-year consolidation, this symmetrical triangle squeezing this chart. I can't wait to look back. I don't know, in a couple months, in a few months. I don't know when it will be. I cannot wait to see how this chart plays out, everybody. And I probably will forget this clip, but I would love to replay this exact part of the video so that when we get the move, I can look back on a live stream and just say, dude, look at this setup. Look at this setup. We are squeezing into the apex of a multi-year symmetrical triangle. The number 2 crypto has not only has it broken all-time high, it just hasn't broken this previous swing high. I say that a lot. But on top of that, we have this inverse head and shoulders forming within here, right? Towards the apex. The Ethereum chart is, you know, there's so many charts that look so good. XRP has such good charts as far as like a leading indicator or helpful context for the bull market. But Ethereum really, I mean, especially I think what makes Ethereum special is it's the OG. It's the OG altcoin, right? And it still has so much value to offer in terms of that type of data, right? Bull market data, structure data. We're not going to see the gains that we saw on Ethereum all the way back here, right? I mean, look at these gains. 13,000, 12,000, 13,000% gains in that 2017. We're not going to see that at Ethereum. There's where we get the lower cap coins. That's where I introduce meme coins into my portfolio to help kind of deliver similar gains, right? If we get this big bull run. But you can see the diminishing return on Ethereum over time. Last cycle was around 1,000%, just from this area, right? From COVID swing low, it was pretty nice, 5,000%. But you know, when we're looking at like the beginning of altcoin season, the beginning of a bull market, it wasn't crazy, and it's going to be similar this cycle. But the setup right now, this entire structure, really good for any altcoin you hold. Does not matter what altcoin you hold. I want to say, and this is not, I don't mean this disrespectful. I really don't. I never want to sit here and talk with like an arrogant, overconfident tone. I really don't, everybody. I have a strong conviction about where crypto is headed. So if I have any type of confidence or anything like that, it's just because of that. It's my mindset when it comes to crypto. But I do want to introduce kind of the contrast of opinions. And really, I think in my experience, people who are bearish are new. And what I'm seeing in the comments, I get a lot of negative comments. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on dealing with that. But when I see them, it's very clear that they've not been through a cycle in crypto. And you know, I tried to deliver the data and the charts in a very simple way, so that even for new people that haven't been in a cycle, they can see historical data and be like, oh, okay, so this actually has happened before. So this doesn't mean it's like, you know, this isn't like a bear market or, you know. All right. I'm going to keep looking at altcoins. We just looked at Ethereum. I'll look at, somebody's asking about Ski. Definitely going to look at Ski. I'm just looking at any others. Just let me know in the comments. I'll try and. We've got Denmark in the chat. What's up, Denmark? Gino. Great name. Yeah, base coins are so bullish right now. Appreciate all you guys, man. See how we can just all hang out in these crypto dips. So that's Ethereum. Let's look at ADA. All right. So the deal with ADA is, and that's the thing, like I talk about Ethereum, like, man, what just such good structure. But ADA has such good structure. I get a lot, you know, I see a lot of people just are not bullish on Cardano, and that's fine. That's fine. But look at the Cardano structure right now. Again, also just went through years worth of redistribution. Look at all that crash, very similar to the crash before. These cycles, again, you see so many similarities. But one thing I talked about in a recent video was like these consolidations that ADA ends up in, right? And right now we're in this like so far 49-day consolidation that you can see right here. I started the live stream in case you didn't see or not, or in case you saw or not, 300%. ADA just ran up. This move of consolidation is very simply needed. And it's throwing back to all the moving averages. There's a 200, the 20, the 50, the 20 just broke above the 50. This squeezing of the moving averages as ADA pulls into it, this is so good. This is exactly what we want to see. I'm telling you, everybody, if you were here and you saw this move and you became bullish on ADA, you know, and it's like 1 week, 2 week green, 3 green candles, 4 green candles, up 250% at $1.13, you decide you're bullish on ADA. If you think that ADA was just going to keep putting in green candle after green candle after green candle and just hit $3, break all-time high. That's not how crypto works. It's not how any chart works. There's long-term redistribution, right, on these charts, meaning bear market, right, bull market to bear market. And then there's short-term redistribution. And we saw it last cycle, short-term redistribution. There's redistribution, there's dips. These dips happen. Look at this. Red candles everywhere. So these red candles are very normal, but in speaking to the red candles and in speaking about this consolidation, what makes it ultra bullish to me is the time frame of it. Right now, we're around 49 days. Last kind of bit of consolidation, you can see 42 days. That was the left shoulder of this inverse head and shoulder setup. So very similar in terms of shoulders and the shoulder setups. But even if you go look at the last bull market, here's a 70-day big consolidation pulling into those moving averages. Here's at the beginning of the bull market, 56-day consolidation. And that was consolidating all the way down here. I mean, what was that? Like 11 cents, 10 cents. So now we just have a very simple redistribution, and it's a right shoulder setup. And what have we been talking about mostly on the ADA chart? And this is what's kind of fun and exciting to me is we've just been tracking as we went into it, the bull market doors for ADA. It's this $1.20 area, let's just call it, which is this previous swing high, and that was a lower high into the bear market, right at this 20-week moving average, and then the 200-week moving average. So that channel is the bull market doors for ADA. And what do we have? This is not a Fibonacci channel, but it almost looks like one, because when we set up Fibonacci's on the weekly, on the daily, whatever, it looks like a very similar channel. And we always, not always, but so often we see whatever that crypto is interacting with it, right? In terms of resistance. And that's what ADA is doing with this channel. It's interacting with this entire channel as a resistance area. And if we go to last cycle, it did something similar, not as long, but there was just this moment of pause for ADA before going higher at the bull market doors, which is a very similar indicator as where we are right now. So the right shoulder is setting up, and maybe we go lower. Maybe we're in the 70s. That's the bottom of this channel. That's a 200-week moving average. I don't know how this is going to play out. We've been ready for it. We've been waiting, right? Obviously for upside, but also for potential for downside. But if you go to the daily chart, this is what I really want to look at. I want to make sure, are we live right now? Like the comments completely just stopped coming in. Can somebody let me know? Hit like the number 1 or something. Now I have to go look. I need to make sure I'm live. It looks like we're live. No, we're not live. We live? Man, why is my thing always giving me issues? All right, we're live. Apparently we're live, but I can't see comments anymore unless I look at my phone. I'm going to bring up comments on my phone. Sorry, everybody, for the pause. That's crazy. I see the comments on my phone, but not on. What's funny is everybody. You know what blows my mind? I just logged into YouTube. We have like just over 1,000 people watching on YouTube. Most of our viewers are on X these days. That's because I go live on X. There is a shift happening. That's crazy. If I was not using X, the numbers obviously would be different. That's insane, though. Appreciate all of you guys watching, no matter where you are. I really do. Smash that like button. I'm trying to open up this live chat. When in doubt, zoom out. Let me see if I can... It's a bummer not being able to look over and get the comments going. All let's continue. So ADA on the daily, what blows my mind is there's so much bearish sentiment, right? And that's fine. It is what it is. But like, if you look at this, man, again, look at this run up, and we're at 90. Maybe we go lower. I want to say that, but we're at 92 cents. I feel like I was just doing videos at 30 some cents. We have to sit here. And I think I repeated this in a recent video, but we have to sit here and really be patient. We really do, because we have to pace ourselves. I think I put that in the title of the video. I've been doing these videos almost every day for 7 years. I've never seen this chart keep going. It's just not happened. So ADA is in a very into consolidation pattern, and it's setting up a potential right shoulder for an incredibly bullish. Maybe this takes us into February or March, into Tuesday. Maybe it takes us into February or March. We get the breakout. The target is up to $7. Thank you for the live stream super chat. I see somebody's wanting to look at ski. I can't. My software is not letting me post your comment, but I will certainly look at it. Let's look at, we'll look at ski after. We're going to do meme coins after XRP. XRP is just on a whole nother level right now. And I think this is very promising for altcoins in general, what XRP is doing. Ripple has so much going on. Obviously, Garlinghouse just met with Trump. There's insane bullishness happening when it comes to XRP. But look at the chart. Look at this. And I keep wondering, are we going to get like this little fake out break to the downside? And it just keeps not happening. We keep getting this support. And again, I don't know if this is going to continue, but XRP, are you serious right now? I posted the other day, blockchain backer. I don't have his clips up, but man, the fractal that he was using for Bitcoin, from Bitcoin on the XRP chart, the analysis that he did here, and I'm being serious. The analysis that blockchain backer has been doing on XRP in this range, it's some of the best analysis that I've seen in crypto over the years. And I really genuinely want to say that, because I see analysis all over, and a lot of analysis is just, man, that's good analysis. But it's just really good, a really good analysis. And if it plays out, man, that's going to be fun to look back. And I'm sure for him to look back and just be like, that's awesome. Because he's been tracking this Bitcoin fractal, I think from 2023, 2024, the consolidation of XRP to that Bitcoin fractal is crazy looking, but it's playing out and it's kind of nearing the end. And there's seemingly a breakout that is imminent for XRP. And when I look at the XRP daily chart and I just look at this squeezing of the 20 into the 50, which is so good because, as you all know, I don't get nervous. I get like, okay, time to chill when we get crazy overextension from the 50-day moving average. And I'm talking like, this is 200 some percent overextension. I'm not talking about 200 some percent. I'm talking about when it gets like, 30, 40%. I think it's a good idea just to start raising an eyebrow a little bit. But this was a powerful move for XRP. So the way in which XRP has consolidated and now pulled back into the moving averages, that is a picture of a launch pad. So if in the short term we bounce, if crypto bounces, XRP is, I think, most primed to lead altcoins to that next leg up. And I'm going to be very closely watching this. I mean, just with all of this dip that we're in right now, look how close XRP candle on the daily is to being green. Like, it is so close to being green. I wish I could post these comments. It's crazy. I'm so mad at this software. There's no way to like refresh it or anything. I'm reading your comments on the phone. T minus 8 days and counting. I think you mean 7 days. 7 days for Trump. Goes down 85. What then if it goes to 75, then 65, then 55? I don't know. I guess I'll be in the same boat as all the big money, the institutional money, and maybe even United States of America if they start buying, right? This is a Bitcoin weekly chart. And then we're going to look at some meme coins. Just look at XRP. I want to look at some meme coins. But like, there's our throwback to the area, the inverse head and shoulders neckline. And we absolutely, I'm not going to sit here and just be like, oh, it doesn't matter what happens there. We want to see, if it falls there, we do want to see support. We really want to see Bitcoin not break, not only the inverse head and shoulders neckline, but namely, now that these areas are pulling into that area, the 50-week moving average and the 20-week moving average range. We don't want to see Bitcoin break that area. I think if we did, it would just be a capitulation type of move. I think there's way too much big money buying now, let alone at these levels. Even if you actually look at this swing low to swing high now, that green channel, the Fibonacci, this is like that circumstance where it just capitulates like crazy. That's the range I think we could look out for. It would not, in my opinion, be hanging out in that range very long, right? And that's $70,000 is the upper end of that at the 618. There's too much going on right now, everybody. There's way too much bullish demand. People think there's not, but there is. And even the short-term moves like we're in right now, it just feels like smart money trying to shake out retail to get cheaper prices. That's what it seems like to me. And I don't know how long it will last, but I think this chart on the daily does a very good job of saying, hey, here's how bad I think it really could get in the short term. It's just a very simple target, throwback to the neckline of that massive inverse head and shoulders that you see right there. If that were to happen, I just want to make a note. Bitcoin will be hitting oversold down here. It would be just bonkers. By the way, ADA is 92 cents. It's at 92 cents and consolidating within structure. XRP is at the same price it was back here at the top of its breakout in beginning of December. And what's so brilliant about it is it's not overbought. It's not incredibly overheated like it was. It managed to consolidate all of this down while holding the same price. That's epic. This is so bullish for altcoins. This is very good for altcoins. Let's go look at dog, and then we'll look at ski. I saw a super chat. Somebody unsubscribed. Appreciate the unsubscribe. Appreciate. Very difficult, man. I keep looking over at my live stream chat and it's not loading. It's not doing anything. Can't even see you guys' chats. Throws me off. Here's dog. My buddy actually texted me, what's your target for dog looking like? How are we looking? And I basically just told him, I was like, it hit my downside bad scenario move, right? That 200-day moving average I was just looking at, because on the daily chart for dog, we've not had that moving average in play very long. This is how new this chart is. I want to just say something. If you go to a weekly chart, I think I asked earlier in the live stream, like maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. But when I look at this dog chart, for the bull market that I think we're about to get, and the way in which I think meme coins are going to perform, this number one meme coin on Bitcoin, I think this is an incredibly good looking chart. I like this dip. at this moment of the cycle. I really do. We are talking about, I think I saw the stock, look, the stock RSI is falling into oversold right now. For the number one meme coin on Bitcoin, Runes have not gotten their breakout moment yet. They've not gotten their tier one exposure yet, tier one exchange exposure yet. This chart is so primed, everybody. I don't know how else to put it. I don't want to hype it up. I really don't. A lot of people are just like, we saw a comment earlier today. A lot of people are just not seeing it, but this is what I see. And what I want to make note of is if you go to Doge, even all the way back here, this is basically where Dog is right now, right? This was Doge's first lead into the bull market, its first bull market. And just there's volatility back there. 80% dip, swing high to swing low, 60% dip. And then finally, it's getting its breakout moments, 80% dip. You even go and you look at last cycle, a dip for Doge, 50% dip. When it comes to meme coins, 50% dip, yes, even in bull markets or at the beginning of bull markets, is exactly what they do. And so right now, if we go to Dog on the daily, it is dipping and it is down 53%. Welcome to any meme coin. And actually, Dog has been holding up pretty well. So such important consolidation. If you want the parabolic gains, if you want the breakouts to $1 billion market cap, if you want the breakout to $10 billion market cap, these are the setups that make it so. That just is what it is. And the very fact that, again, if you look at the weekly chart, that stock RSI entering oversold, the RSI has not even made its move yet. And I just did a post about this. Dog has not even had a parabolic move yet. It is so primed. Somebody said moon boys are special people. I'm not a moon boy, everybody. I guess most in this chat are new. You can just tell by the comments. I don't know how I track such. I go to other live stream. I don't know how I track the haters, man. The haters love to watch my content or something. I don't understand. But I do. I know. I don't want to take too much time. Was I a moon boy back here at the bottom of the bear market? Was I a moon boy as I was doing bullish content in the middle of that 2018 bear market? Was I a moon boy here? If so, then fine. I'll be a moon boy right here. And then I'll be a moon boy when we're at $200,000 and I'm still doing videos. Please just zoom out. Get off the hourly chart. Just get off the hourly chart. Try it. Go to a weekly chart and just look at it for 5 minutes. Just stare at it. And just study it. You know what I mean? Dips are good. Dips are bullish. I want to look at Ski. I'm sorry. I know I saw a super chat. Ski Mask Dog. Ski Mask Dog. You know what gets me excited about Ski Mask Dog? Bitcoin. So Dog on Bitcoin gets me excited because, I don't know, everybody. It's a meme coin on Bitcoin. This is for Bitcoin's first cycle with meme coins. There just couldn't be a more obvious thing. Now, Ski, so tokens on Base, this is Coinbase, their network, gets me very excited because it's not Bitcoin, obviously, but it's Base. Coinbase is they want to bring on the millions, the tens of millions of people. They want to onboard them into crypto, and they are trying everything possible from a user interface perspective, Coinbase Wallet. They're doing everything possible to make it so easy. I'm talking about, hey, you want to buy Ski with Apple Pay? Just click a button and it's in your wallet, right? Not go online. Hey, here's download the MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet. Go look up directions on how to connect to this network. Make sure you bridge your Ethereum. You know, you spend $100, bridge your Ethereum to this network, and then find the right contract for this meme coin. And then it's not that, right? This is what we've had. Coinbase is making it so, like, literally, when your neighbor John gets into crypto, you can say, hey, go buy ski. And they can do it with Apple Pay, just like that. So that mechanism alone and the onboarding of new capital into meme coins, in this regard, this is ski mask dog. It's next level. We've never had a bull market with this, and I don't think Base has even started like really ramping up the hype of it all. Like, and I think they're going to. I think Coinbase, as with most OGs in the space, people running Coinbase, they just know, like, let's pace ourselves, even from a marketing aspect. This is why Dog has not been listed yet. They're just milking the crowd, everybody. They're waiting. They're picking up the lower prices. Exchanges are just waiting right now. They know exactly what they're doing. They know how these cycles work. They know how retail mindset works, especially in high fear environments. They're just waiting for the parabolic moment to capitalize on the market, on new users, on retail. And that's what I think is going to happen with Base tokens. Base tokens, they've been performing. I mean, look at Ski Mask Dog. From this swing low in September to that swing high is like 86,000%, right? But still only at $170 million market cap. And for a meme coin super cycle, when you have a very nicely distributed token like this on Base with, and by the way, I saw a post like yesterday, like the person said, I don't invest in meme coins, I invest in the community. And this is exactly for me too. When you have a community that kind of intersects with such a good narrative, in this case, Base, and really nice distribution, the ski community is next level. And it's the same exact thing with Dog. Dog is next level community on Bitcoin. Now, this is ski on Base. When you have the confluence of these bullish things, this is why I think these are real value plays, right? $170 million market cap. We saw Shiba hit $40 billion market cap on Ethereum. With Coinbase's marketing, what do you think something like Ski Mask Dog can do? And by the way, such a better meme than Shiba Inu. So in regards to the chart, we just looked at it in relation to Dog. We looked at Doge across cycles, right? These dips, these massive dips. It's what meme coins do. Swing high to so far swing low, 59%. Currently, 53%. This is exactly what Dog is. Dog is down 53%, I think we just looked at. This is such normal meme coin activity. And I just want to say it can get worse. We could see an 80% dip on these tokens. This is a capitulation environment. 80% dip, everybody. Talk about redistribution before a 2025 bull cycle when crypto bottoms out, gets oversold, the fear is high. The fact that people might have a re-entry at $70 million market cap on a token that can go to 7 billion conservatively, that's 100x. I just want to say that, right? Shiba Inu went to 40 billion. Ski Mask Dog can go to 7 billion. And we're in potential where it could dip to 70 million, or even from where we are right now at 170 million. That's still incredible upside. 10 billion is in play. Let these things consolidate. This consolidation looks very nice. I've talked about it in recent videos, recent live streams. The consolidation looks very nice. Somebody, and I can't share the comment because my software is not working, but somebody said, I understand a dip can be bullish, but how can a dip followed by a dip followed by a dip be bullish? So it's just a phenomenal question. A dip followed by a dip followed by a dip, that is nothing other than consolidation. That is literally it's like the definition of consolidation, because you have a dip followed by a dip, followed by a dip. But you also have, you know, a pump, followed by a pump, followed by a pump. This is structure forming. This is consolidation. It's people selling and people buying and people selling and people buying. And it's just simple consolidation on any of these charts. We want to see this, right? So you could have said, here's an ADA chart. How can a dip followed by a dip, followed by a dip, followed by a dip be bullish? Because it literally set up an entire multi-month consolidation that led to the next leg up. And that's what's happening here. Maybe it doesn't take as long, but we need to see dips. And structure is a formation of dips. No matter what the structure is, like if we had a perfect symmetrical triangle, right? And we get our first dip, bounce, followed by a dip. Everybody's feeling bearish. Everybody's bullish. Followed by a dip. There's dip by dip by dip. It's structure. And then we wait at the apex of a triangle. Are we going to get the breakout to the upside, breakout to the downside? We have to let those moments form. We just had crazy percent gains on all of these coins. Even Bitcoin had really nice gains. Consolidation and dips that make up that consolidation, it's just so necessary. So that's that. There's more downside in play, everybody. I don't want to just, I'm sure my thumbnail probably looks like the dip is over, it's bullish now, you know, but my point of this video is to say this entire dip, even if we go lower, it is a launch pad. This is what we want to see, and it is what we've seen in every other bull market so far. So maybe we go lower. Bounce. Targets all over the place. We covered them in this video. Everybody, I really appreciate you cruising through. It's very hard. It's so hard. I didn't realize how hard this is when I don't have comments showing on my screen. I have to look at my phone. But I appreciate you watching. If you're out there in the live stream, please smash the like button for me. Your support does mean a lot. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Doing my best to track these markets, even in the dip of it all. But again, the price action is so normal, and some of these charts, like XRP, just looks so good. The Ethereum setup long term, the Cardano consolidation midterm, just everything looking very, very good. Be prepared for more downside. Be prepared for volatility. We'll continue tracking these markets, and I appreciate you. Hit the subscribe on your way out, and I will see you all in the next video. God bless.